then there's other times when I'm like, oh, I can get very deeply interested in something, and it feels great. And right now, it's the intricacies of how NASA normalized problems in its safety checking and engineering decisions throughout the early 1980s.
I would love to encourage you to tell us a little bit about that while this is going on, but I know it's a lot when this is going on, so like... Are we
streaming?
Yeah, is that cool?
Yeah.
Always check before you start.
No, I knew we were planning to share. I didn't know if we had started yet. No, you always ask, which is deeply appreciated.
Also, basic minimum human dignity. Dignity? Yes, dignity.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk a little bit about it up until the point when this gets sort of visually engaging, and then the part of my brain that's like, I can't do multi-task. I can't do it. Kicks in, and then whichever one is sort of not at the top will just stop abruptly.
Let's just try it, because I'm fascinated to see if we can get good enough at like multitasking that we can be engaged with speakers.
I'm more hopeful today than yesterday, because we're returning to a planet we've already been to today, which means I'm at least not going to be preoccupied with the sort of immediate novelty of it.
Sometimes I can get like a really good, like, just relatively like interesting conversation chat going with myself when playing a game that I kind of know all the ins and outs of. Like Rocket League, I could host a lecture series whilst playing Rocket League, and actually, you know, I would do that. If anybody needs a lecture series hosted whilst Rocket League's being played, just hit me up. Don't hit me.
I mean, like, I can knit and talk at the same time. I can drive and talk at the same time. There's sort of like basic motor functions they don't rise to the level of taking up a lot of cognitive space that are okay.
Haven't discovered the autopilot. I love it.
Yeah. It's really good, folks.
I don't know if it can deal with the Ash Twin.
Maybe not. Let's find out. If I am driving, there will come a time when I need to concentrate suddenly, and then I will not be able to talk, and will often forget what's going on.
Yeah.
I know you've experienced this.
And it's really fun. It's just sometimes I'm like, oh my god, she suddenly hates me.
No, it's just it really is a very abrupt sort of cognitive overload.
I'm just gonna check this thing out as well.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone who watches much of this will be surprised, but we both have like pretty like broad spectrum, low level neurosis. Yeah, I just land on that rock. That's the rock I land on.
That's good. Everything on this planet is tilted in one way or another. And there's
So
certain
these are on
media...
every planet.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Here's a hypothesis.
These things are also often with them.
Yeah, I got a hypothesis for you.
Oh yeah.
This symbol reminds me of the symbol for the ember and ash pair. And I'm wondering if we can warp to any planet by completing these squares in some way. It was here on the Ember Twin somewhere where we could warp, right?
I think it's on the Ash Twin that we warped from. I think all those towers, like those themed towers, are all.
Yeah, but this
pods.
is a teleportation pad of some kind.
Yeah,
that's what I believe.
We now basically know that, but there isn't space for a second hole here.
I think we should try it. Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a matter of there's a white hole on one and we put a black hole on another.
That's possible. Let's keep an eye out for one which actually has space for the thing to go in. I don't want to just go pick up one for the sake of it.
Sure.
This arch, that is cool. It's just a cool arch. I think we've checked out over here. Yeah, that's the lab.
Yeah, we can hop down into the city from the launch pad where the ship warped back to.
So actually, oh yeah, no, there was stuff I want to do at the city. We can do that, but I want to check out that crash site.
Okay.
And we can get to the city from there with a little bit of following those instructions. Is this the crash site? Yeah. Well, it even looks like their head's a bit. So let's just check out. There's a doorway over here. Just a sneaky little doorway. No, we broke it. Hey, Interloper. So this is maybe... This is taking quite a lot of power by the looks of it.
I mean, it makes sense. It's a distress beacon.
So there are 2 more pods, and we can with this frequency go looking for them. I wouldn't be shocked if one is on Timber Hollow, Bitter Hollow. I'm getting really confused about the names.
Brittle Hollow.
Brittle Hollow, given that they made a city there. Escape pod. So this whole thing is escape pod 2. Oh, it doesn't seem that hot. Maybe it is really hot and I'm just underestimating it.
Ooh. Oh yeah, here we are again.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I'm going to follow this tunnel to its end. The one
Is
that
this
you
the
fell
one with the fish, do we think? Yeah.
Yeah. The amount that this is teeth
Extreme teeth.
is sort of too much as well. Oh yeah, remember there was a way sounds coming in from up top. I would go up there and see if we could find a way back down.
Yeah.
In fact, if we leave our scout in here, we know where it is.
Smart.
Smart. Mean man. Wearing a graduation cap. Smarts. Ship. It's obviously underneath this door, isn't it?
Mean man wearing a graduation cap and gown. Fud.
Oh, for PhD. I get it. I get the joke. I have no fear of running out of fuel, even though we should.
Well, we can always go back to this ship.
Yeah, maybe let's pop in there, get some fuel, get some gravity. It looks like that hole which leads to the fish is underneath the door that we can't get through.
Okay. There might be something else complicated about the cave system.
About,
The cave system.
yeah. I think it seems like it's probably not otherworldly complicated, unlike a bunch of things, but yeah. I agree. They said to not go this way, so should we go this way quickly? Said it didn't lead anywhere.
Maybe this leads to the black. No.
No, it doesn't lead anywhere. I mean, so far we have no reason to think that they'd lie.
Yeah, well, they're communicating with each other. There was one more back there before we go down this hole.
Yes. Where this comes up from? Oh, this is the one which goes to somewhere, some trees. I really like this planet, like, geologically.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff.
Forward, left, rock column, up. Me man wearing a rocket booster pack. Jorts. Yeah, good tunnel, guys. I'm a little confused as to whether or not. Yeah. Whether or not this shelter is fundamentally donked by the sand mark.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering. Wait, can we read?
I think this just says.
Hmm.
Is that? So these seem like the most like.
Yeah.
Everything's at an angle in this place, which makes me think maybe once it was at a different angle. So that's towards the eye shrine. That's towards the high energy lab, which we already can't go through. That's the stepping stone district. And that's where we came in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is the. Oh, no, turn back on. No, on. On.
Shit.
Wait, can the thing stay on? Should we try this door before it becomes impossible? I get trapped in here.
Love it. Excellent.
I hope we're not taking the path to the high energy lab again.
No, that was the other one.
I knew that was going to be a dead end. I did it on purpose.
You knew.
I think this is the path to the high energy lab. I don't know, it just rings a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell for me. We were following a cable the entire way down.
That is true. Where's this light coming from? Don't worry about it. It's another thing we need to worry about. Oh god, oh, there's writing on the floor. Oh, it goes back here. Cool.
Can we fill up on oxygen?
Yeah.
there were some pathways down
There's a
there that we
thing
didn't
we haven't tried.
make
Or
it
there's yeah.
through, but we don't have a choice yet.
There's this door. No, I think we tried this before, and I think it's just houses.
Yeah. What about the one at the top, though?
Yeah. Go up to this bit, and then hopefully jet across. So this leads to the gravity cannon.
Hmm.
So presumably it's the way that we came and went before.
This was both houses.
Alright, I reckon there's probably
How on
enough
earth
sand
were they
on.
living here when it was filling with sand the entire time? Like that's. I don't
Yeah, I'm
understand
really
these people
confused
at
by
all.
that. I'm going to take this route back to the surface. Yeah, this is...
Is there shit down there that we didn't explore by any chance, or is it just cactuses and death?
Seems to be mostly cactuses. Like it seems like they lived here, but it's been invaded by ghost matter and cactuses since.
Mm.
And then go back to the ship and take it to the ash twin. Ow.
On our next trial, I would go explore the rest of the passageways at the bottom of that thing, because the suggestion that are we playing the fossil fish game tonight? I think there's probably a way to the fossil fish through there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty true. And its role as an enigmatic, like, whole extra colour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily need that, but given that I haven't been given a choice in whether or not I have it, just make sure that I'm actually in its gravity.
Maybe these towers are just sort of defining the boundaries of where the ash starts. Like they're holding it in some meaningful way, and then something goes wrong.
That could make sense.
But again, if I were constructing a planet to live on, I would simply construct the ash holding towers such that they never allowed ash to fall into my house, as opposed to whatever's happening here.
Just looking at this boy. Oh, that's why. Yeah, stop. Fine. Just land on this poor dead guy.
Fuel?
Yes. I also think the ship's about to get hit by sand.
Sure, stay in here until it's over.
Are we being picked up by the sand? Yeah, we're now
Oh yeah.
a little bit in space.
Yeah, we got knocked down. But we'll get up again. Maybe don't land on the middle, where the sand falls.
Yeah, good idea. Instead I'll just back out slowly. So we want one way down.
Stand on the rocks.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering like where we're exploring. Full oxygen, full fuel. Plenty of time. So I like the theory that these are sand holders. There are some on the Ember Twin. There's a thing like this and there.
Yeah, that's true.
But then the Ember Twin is definitely also involved in sand biz.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing.
I think that just leads up to the top of the tower.
Oh, they picked up the sand. Is this a tower that we've been in before? Okay. Just in case we needed to get up here. I do not require that.
on Earth should sand pour upward from this planet?
I mean,
Anyway.
if the other planet's just more massive,
Is there some force balance that changes at any point at the beginning of our loop? Like that, I don't really get that.
yeah,
Happens
me
whether or
neither.
not we
Like,
land on it, you know.
there's kind of a well-defined beginning of the loop, but it's
Yeah.
just the probe is launched and the cannon falls apart.
Mm.
There is definitely a well-defined end of the loop. Just slow towards that. I'm just kind of going to keep flying around and see if we spot anything new that's been revealed. That's the sound. There's. It's a little hole. No, it's just a little hole, really. Oh, hey, Lewis. I think we're pretty good. What do we think of the Nintendo Switch? I like it. I've got one. I haven't kind of been blown away by it, like as a console, but then I don't really expect anyone to be blown away by consoles in that same kind of way that childhood me was like.
I really admire what they were going for with it.
Yeah, I think it's. Oh god. It is a pretty impressive piece of technology, basically able to run games about 3 years old on the most minor and biz-free platform imaginable. Yeah, of course you can just put your feet on me. So we're getting down to the actual core now.
Yeah, let's hang out down here because this is where we wish to get in.
Plus excuse most of our fuel.
Don't worry, I don't think we're gonna have any need of fuel on the inside. Why would we ever need that?
So this is just an up tower.
Yeah.
That's its thing.
I
Maybe
think
the other
they
ones are
both
down
up.
tower?
No, I think they're both up.
I think so too, but let's go over and check.
Either way, there's a little bit more exploring to be done, I think. But just the idea of designing a console for the specific purpose of lots of different ways to share it with your friends, I think that's pretty great.
Yeah, and
I
building
really
a console
respect
with like easy local multiplayer in mind. Like there are 2 controllers that come with the console and they're attached the whole time. I agree, I think that's just really cool. I got nothing. Like, is there a hole in the floor here that...
No, I don't think so.
They really did not want us getting into this thing.
Well,
Let's just go to the top and watch the sun explode. So there are gaps, but they're just kind of places to land. How you doing, son? Where's the interloper? Oh, he's already in there. I think that's satisfied. Well, no, we want to go back and look at some of those other caverns down there. Because we want to find out about the anglerfish. I actually might die of running out of oxygen moments before this happens. Hmm. Um. That's a pretty fair reason to want one. One thing that I was disappointed about was that I haven't had a Nintendo home console for decades, and I really hoped to play some of the great games that I know went on there.
Are you talking about like the GameCube or?
Like Wii and Wii U.
I completely missed that generation.
I would say that I probably use it less than I thought I was going to when I got it. There's times where I'm like, oh, I feel a bit like I regret buying this, but I think I've got enough use out of it to be worth it. It's relatively cheap as a console as well. Like,
Also, Overcooked is delightful.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Switch.
Playing with friends though, like in handheld modes, it's a bit much. Like it's just quite small, basically. I think some games are pretty better suited to handheld modes.
The only game I've played in handheld mode, I think, is Celeste on the Switch.
And that was great. Like that
Yeah, that
really
was
suited it.
a really wonderful experience. It was, I mean, because it's essentially a Game Boy sort of experience, but the screen is just bigger.
And you could have played Hollow Knight on it.
Yeah, I could have. I played that on PC, which I was happy to have done in retrospect, just because the art is so beautiful and engrossing.
So no, I often think like I hadn't really noticed that until you told me the art was beautiful. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is. Hey, Quantum Moon. Hi.
How much is a typical Switch game? I don't actually know this.
So that's actually one of the things that I slightly regret. The games are console prices, which is fine, but they can easily be. Like I bought the new Smash Bros recently, and it's £50. And games have pretty much always cost this much.
I mean,
There's slightly shit there. You'll get frustrated at me for.
one thing that is nice is just being able to have a gaming setup that's portable in the sense that we can bring it, like, to your parents' house if we're going to stay for a few days, or like just visiting family somewhere. Like, it is true that like on the train or on the bus with friends it might be a bit challenging, but if you're truly just away from your actual gaming setup, but in a relatively stable place, it's really nice.
And like most everywhere you go,
Oh,
I'm already wearing it.
good.
Almost everywhere you go will have a TV around.
Yep.
Oh yeah, compared to PC prices, it's so clearly this. Hey, Chert.
Oh, maybe this guy will have some answers. Chert's just our nice egg friend. Oh, that's good. That explains how they were able to live there.
Wait, are these supernovae going off in other places in the sky?
I think so.
What if they're all aging? Well, we're not.
I don't know.
We should maybe
Do
go
you
back
think
to
there's
the
some
outer rock.
quantum biz about that, or no?
Maybe.
Ooh, I wonder if we can warp there. I talk about warping as though it's an established mechanic in this game. We don't know that.
Yeah, you so want to warp
I
to
want to
save.
warp so bad. I want to go into a black hole and come out of a white hole 22 minutes earlier. Because then we would never ever have to start over. We could simply go into a black hole.
That would be simply preferable. Alright, planet. So yeah, that's the thing which is like the thing on the other things.
Thanks. I don't know what you're referring to.
The thing, this thing here is like the thing on
The spirally
in-betweens.
squiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, in terms of cost, it's not like.
So just land on the surface.
Oh yeah, because it's at an angle as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good advice. Thank you. It's just not great value, and like, there's a Nintendo have a very, oh god, very carefully curated store of their own. So, games on there are fine prices because they are digital downloads, but they're still like 1.5 times, if not twice, the price that they might be normally on Steam. And even the sales are only like fine value. I think I got mine second hand for a lot less than like 300 quid.
Yeah, that's right. You went to computer exchange, didn't you?
Yeah. Is there anything else down there apart from?
So we don't want to go turn the lights on again.
Yes, I do want that very much. Lights. 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 Okay, so down there is dead to me. This is the door we went through before but didn't really have time to explore.
Is
so
down
let's-
there fully up to you? Was that the only door?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
God, this was just a long passage which didn't really go anywhere, wasn't it? Should we explore it? Is it worth it? Is
I
this a
don't know.
completely different passage?
Yeah, this is different. We didn't have any stairs last time.
Yeah. Ah, no, that's rising. Actually, rising means that I have to be less careful about platforming. So it's just going to lead us straight back to where we came from. Ah, here. So if we go to Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the cave is easy to see. Stepping Stone Cave may now be under. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this is Stepping Stone Cave. So she said she fed it a lantern, meaning that it was presumably lit up.
Well, it's not lit up now. That's where we just were.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably up from where we are here, but
I think without putting our scout in it, we actually won't know that.
yeah, this might have to be a 2-trip biz. No sign of light. No sign of any light.
Yeah, I mean, when we looked at the fish, it didn't glow.
I think maybe it did. No, there's nothing.
Okay, it is up.
Oh, so we need to light up. You need to light up the room with a scout.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to see it from Stepping Stone Cave. I'd go check out up here, just for. I think we did look around before.
Yeah, we were kind of panicked because the sound was running.
Did we read this one? Yeah, we did read this. Yep. I think, so I read your message a little bit ago, but I've just been thinking about it. The switch light, I didn't realise it couldn't attach to other monitors, making it basically just a handheld console, and I think to me that would be enough to make it not so attractive. So I can't go down there. Go over there. It's basically the whole floor, is it?
Mm.
Yep. So they came here to find the eye.
oxygen from these trees?
I think so. But... Oh, it's full.
Oh, I thought we just got a warning.
I think we did, but I think maybe it filled up while we weren't really paying attention. Seems pretty sad to be these guys. Also, oh, they're the way out. Something else in here? No. I'll just save my scout from the sand. And that's where we came in, but that might be all. Do we want to do anything with the last bit of the day? Or do we want to go to the anglerfish immediately and just crash into the sun or something first?
Think of anything.
Let's see what got some log things finally. Oh my god, the arrows have information attached to them. Those all lined up. Oh no, they just haven't activated yet. Is there anything else on the surface of the planet that we haven't stuck our noses into? Is that pulling down whilst these are also pulling down?
I think they do measure how high the sand gets. Because they're fully buried when the ash twin begins.
Yeah, no, I think that the top of the tower is just visible. Nice corona it's got. Into the sun?
Yeah, unless we can land on the sun station, which maybe was already engulfed if it's as red.
I feel like it would come back round by now.
What's that thing on the way? Keeps jumping around.
The little
Yeah.
for locking onto a particular planet. Right, into the sun. One possibility I'm still thinking about buying Switches. One possibility that I've looked into but haven't got any distance with is basically hacking it so it can play other games. Because I'd love to just be able to play GameCube games on it, for example. That is not kosher. It is not encouraged by Nintendo. But particularly with old games, like anything older than 20 years shouldn't really still be protected under like conventional copyright law. It is mostly. Copyright law no longer works how it was intended to when it was first made up. So when does it start pouring? It's not pouring yet. Let's see if the tower is activated at the moment. It's activated now. God, look how close they are. They're always this close.
Should we watch it and see what happens when it starts playing?
Yeah. See when it lines up with the sun and the sun station? That little knob at the bottom is one of the towers. That's the other one. It is even possible to do things like get the Switch to
There it goes.
just starts at some point.
Alright, let's go throw our scout in the fish.
Which is probably going to be easiest to do from this entrance. God. Done a good job steering. Suit. Why would I ever return the suit? I love the suit. It is my brother.
You protect.
He does. He eat fuel. Which do you reckon is quicker? Probably going the way through this cave. That's hopefully enough. Nope, not that way. This way. Down here. The Switch also raises a question that I've long wondered about, which is like, how difficult is it to optimize games for a particular console? Because you don't have to look very far to see games which are beautiful and complex and run on a calculator for like no resources, and equally you can find games which are clunky and ugly that are really struggling. And a lot of the thing of porting games to the Switch is probably not so much limited by what the Switch can do, but
Can we light up the stepping stone cave?
yes.
One of these is labeled stepping stone cave. So we should go in the right one.
Stepping Stone District, I think it's that door down there. Yep. All about efficient exploration. Do I want to become famous? No. Sorry, Burley on. Oh god, this is deep. It's low grav. So the scout is up here. Oops. Yeah, there's the light from him. Sorry, I'm guessing this is pretty frustrating to watch. Let me land on something. Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, Mr. Horrible Anglerfish. How you doing? What was it when we did it last time? Could the Nomi children fly? It feels like to get up there they must have been able to fly.
Sharks and minnows, baby!
Pretty good game.
Oh, it is, unless you can't swim very well.
Should play it in a swimming pool.
Sharks and minnows, yeah. You play it across the deep end on the swimming pool. One person is the shark, everybody else is the minnows. And goal is for the minnows to get across the pool before the shark tags them.
Anglerfish study. Well, great observation. I don't know why I'm being difficult with these poor people. Big fan of Coleus hacking children to be research objects.
Oh.
Oh, so they know about Dark Bramble and its anglerfish.
Mm.
So that just goes to there. And this maybe is just a door out?
Probably the one that we saw.
Yeah.
Alright, I am satisfied with the Ember Twin.
Should we go launch a probe into the black hole?
Yes!
Let's just see what. And so there's still more in this city, but I think I'm done with it for now.
What makes you say so?
Little orange boy.
I thought it was just question mark and then finished, but apparently there's degrees.
The anglerfish are blind. I don't know, it took me until reading this, which is like the third time we've been told it, to realise like,
Yeah.
that's a clue.
That is a clue. No, it's just the light is to lure the prey in. The anglerfish doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, but that means that maybe like we can do something like that's useful for us to know that they're blind, is my point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, scout. Oh, we only have one scout and it's still in the anglerfish cave. No, it isn't. That's over there. So a really interesting question that I wonder about a lot is like how much of, for example, Twitter is bots? And it's hard to get a grasp on what the answer might be, but it could be, particularly for some people, a huge number. So that's the quantum landscape. Is it a good idea to fly in?
No. We should go land where we landed before.
Although that might finally be a way to get into the quantum tower. I'm not going to mess with you though. Where would you like to land? Oh, crash site.
Oh yeah.
We haven't explored this planet very much. It's not surprising that we're just finding stuff. We're not.
Fools.
Yeah, we're not bad.
We actually are fools though. Not bad to be fools.
I know what it is. Don't call it an unidentified signal. Live trees here. And a little diary.
Damn, they chose the bad planets to crash on.
Yeah, they should have crashed on our lovely planet.
Yeah. You gotta crash on those good planets.
Like the Adel Rock, our moon, it's pretty nice.
It's nice.
So this was the last one to launch. Oh, yeah, this is a nice one. I know the escape hatch never blew off here. Or maybe it just doesn't lead anywhere.
You can open it though.
Oh, it's pretty.
Ooh, so this must be the Hanging City.
Yes.
You know, or whatever.
More like the falling apart city. Yeah, use
Sleeps?
caution.
Yeah, sure, it sleeps. I would simply not go into the black hole if I was
The black hole seems to have gone. Sorry, seems to have ended up.
Ooh, he in. Take
What do you think we're seeing?
more pictures.
Oh, it's 13.2 kilometers away.
Oh my god, where
Should
where is it? Let's go catch up with it. Let's go try to find it.
Just jump on this platform. I think it probably came out of the white hole,
The White Hole
where
Station.
the interloper.
Do we think that's what that was?
Yeah, I think so. It was white and it was small. See a bit
Yeah, we
hollow.
should probably explore the hell out of that.
Yeah, look. I'm going that way. I'm just intrigued. So there's one there.
That's the one we attempted.
There's one there. Oh, there's one on Dark Bramble.
Great.
Let's go. So, I don't see any evidence of a station at the White Hole.
Well, let's. We have never landed there. We don't really know. Also, all the shit that's falling into the black hole is presumably coming out at the white hole.
Ah, yeah. She's smart. She should get some kind of job as an astronomer.
Yeah, look at this.
I think maybe it's better to be. Looks like stop flying past it. Forward. Maybe it's better to be just in the suit going around here. You
I
think?
think we can land, and I don't think there's any danger in getting close to the white hole necessarily.
Yeah, it definitely is a bit of. Good enough. Stay there, ship. It's not actually exactly gravity, but it looks like some lights over there.
Yeah, let's go see what that is.
That's just a little hot boy. Our scout is.
Oh, is that the interloper? Yeah.
Hell.
Oh my god! I don't know why I'm surprised that, like, the structures are intact.
Oh, yeah, that's where it's come from there. Which, doesn't make it much use to us, but this is why getting around on Thingme was so frustrating, because some of the, like, crucial connecting pieces were gone.
Mm.
Excuse me, is our scout normally this big?
No. Oh my god, it's the tower. It's the thing that we couldn't get to.
What?
Right?
Which tower?
The quantum tower we couldn't climb.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. It's the rosette design.
Oh, yeah.
Or, no, this looks like a piece of...
You're right, it's the same design.
Mm.
This looks more like the orbital cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. It's just a nice little spaceship. Got there, Emberton projection stone. Got a little black hole guy.
Oh, this is the Whitehall Station. Oh. That's cool. Now we know how to use these.
Oh, so they just look up, basically.
Yeah.
What is this guy? Interesting.
Pinball, baby. What did that do? Oh, we're spinning.
So turn it round. So now it's sending us to a different place. So it was supposed to send us to a hollow. Is there? And then it takes us to these things.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Like, where are we?
We're on the Ember Twin now. Aren't we?
So for no particular reason there's a
On the Ember Twin, aren't we?
No, I think we're on Brittle Hollow. I think it's returning us to Brittle Hollow for people who fell into the black hole, basically.
Wait. What? Can we see on the map where we are? I am.
I don't know what it'll achieve, but I'm gonna do this thing.
Hmm.
Let's just buy this dude.
Is there a way to get back to the White Hole station?
Oh look, now this thing is... Haha.
Oh yeah, let's go back. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, it even tells you when it's going to be ready.
Yeah.
Like nowish.
Let's keep exploring around
Yeah. We can't have that long until
here. No.
time
I don't
ends. I still don't know what the thing downstairs did.
Yeah, me neither.
Because the whole thing's turning anyway.
Other way.
Oh. Seems fine. Right, let me get out. Not that high on fuel, but beggars choosers. That's a bit of the cannon.
Shall we?
Yeah. It's a black hole.
It's a white hole. It actually physically counts like you in. It is not what it does.
Oh, there's a whole thing here. This is what I would say if I hadn't used all our fuel up going past it too quickly. It's a pretty big sun.
Okay, it's only going to take us 10 seconds to get there. So that's not...
This platform, yeah. So we've got another shuttle. Oops. Wait, did that say the shuttle's currently resting at the quantum moon?
Yeah, it did say that. Can we go in here in case there's oxygen and then we can survive another minute or something?
Yeah. Nice. Can we launch it? Take us to the quantum moon.
We're not ready.
We are not ready. We are not ready for the quantum moon. I would call it a night there. After quickly checking what's in that log.
I am suspicious now that the thing that we couldn't climb to, Brittle Hollow, will be accessible to us.
Well, maybe it's just accessible if we go early enough.
No, if it falls through the white hole, it pops out the other side.
Ah.
We need to do some more hanging out at the white hole, is my general theory.
You just like the white hole.
Yeah. Things I like about this game: the black hole, the white hole. the jellyfish, the quantum moon, and my favorite, dark bramble. Things I have no time for in this game.
Yeah. Sand.
The ash twin, the amber twin. Just right out.
I quite like them.
The interloper.
I quite like it.
Our home planet.
I like it. Yeah, I shouldn't hang out. So we haven't found their shelter site.
I would actually take one more lap over to Brittle Hollow. See if we could see their city. And then go back to the White Hole. If you've got one more day in you.
Yeah. Wait, so actually remind me, what was the plan that you just said?
Back to Brittle Hollow. Enter from the crash site. Try to see their city.
Yeah.
And then when that starts falling apart, go back to the White Hole station.
Autopilot. It's also, it's moon.
Yeah. Can we go there? It's pretty hot.
Oh look, you're even going to land relatively close to the crash site. As we haven't explored at all, Brittle Hollow as
Yeah,
good as
I
you
would
can.
also just like see what's going on up here.
Is this the right size for our ship? Yeah, perfect. What do we do? Suit. God, all these bridges they built were terrible. For all of their kind of one, actually, a lot of their buildings are sort of cardboard. Okay, this is the whole place. Look at all those gravity crystals.
Mm.
All the way along. I think a lot of the things we did were made much harder by significant amounts of the surface falling down. I haven't really asked this question yet, but everything in this solar system is falling apart at exactly the same time. Should we go towards the big eye?
Cool, let's do that.
Or go to
Yeah.
others? I want to check out the eye room first. Because, you know, the eye. All worship the eye. It's very good. So they got really obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to cause the eye and then send it back in time at some point?
I have no idea. The eye is another of these mysteries that I don't give a shit about.
You want to use the gravity crystals to walk over there, so let's do that.
Yeah, unless it looks like there's anything else we should look at.
I think there's probably quite a lot here, but let's do that. Well, it's much nicer when, you know.
Yeah, that's actually lovely.
But yeah, it's gorgeous in here. I'll get it all in frame. Just hanging about taking photos whilst the ceiling might dissolve. Here? I think I might be about to start falling, but if I do, I reckon I can land on that platform.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here we go. Come on. Yeah, what a great place to build your home with significant gravitational lensing. I like them, the Nomai, but I don't know if they made the best decisions always. Can't go that way. There is ghost matter. There's a thing down there. Let's look in here first. A tree. There's some ghost matter. A school room?
Yeah. It's a child when it looks like that. Not the skeleton handwriting.
Ah, oh, good eye. That's a good idea. The institution of the World's Fair. Capitalist back scratching, or quite a good idea for exchange of ideas?
Why not both?
Remember they just left. Like, this younger generation. Pretty sure it's over there, but I should check. Yeah. Let's have it take us down. Obviously, gravity alone couldn't have just done that. So this whole city is very near the South Pole. Or maybe the North Pole. Probably the North Pole. That is normally north, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or like a compass.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so guys, I already knew that.
Yeah, I literally have learned nothing.
That's literally my job to know that, and I do, so pay me. Everything is fine. Everything is not. It's cool, we'll just go to the Whitehall station.
Well, I don't think we will, actually. Will we? We will. Why didn't that happen last time?
I think maybe it did, but we were also just like dying of something.
Oh, maybe.
My bad. Yeah. Just want to point out, there's an anglerfish jaw around this thing.
Is there?
I think so. It's hard to tell, but I mean, maybe it's not, but it looks pretty toothed.
Yeah, it does look toothed. I don't think it's an anglerfish. Can we like chill and conserve fuel and see if the quantum tower comes out?
Yeah.
And if we go inside, there's even oxygen.
But ain't much yet. Actually, I'm going inside at least into the little entrance thing. And see if we can read off our map after your excellent realization that the twins are a stopwatch, hourglass. So there's a little while left. Good or hollow, busy falling apart.
Can we see it? The
See,
tower?
Tower of Quantum Biz. I think it's this one. It's the Southern Observatory on. No, it's not the Southern Observatory on top. That wouldn't make sense. So why do you think it's going to fall through?
Just because there was no way for us to climb it otherwise.
My thought is that maybe because there were like the pieces were there, we just couldn't put them together to walk up the thing.
Yeah.
My thought is maybe if we get there early enough, it might not be broken.
I mean, we got there right away.
Did we?
Thought so.
Let's see what's come through there. Tell you what, actually, we can just go there and then come back here if it falls back here. Oh, the thing downstairs was setting the station revolving at all.
Yeah, I find the idea of warping there and back actually quite stressful.
Okay. We probably have a while. Is there anything shipless here that we feel inclined to do? Guy in the in-between said more things were going supernova than ever before.
Did we figure out where the third? Oh yeah. Ramble.
Is that a thing? What happened over there? Where are we pointing? We found all the shards. No. Oh, these must be the said supernovas. It's not really what a supernova looks like, but you know. Seem worse. There's another one. Oh, missed it. So, the whole universe is ending.
Seemingly, yeah. Maybe because the Nomai finally made it to the eye.
Oh god. Might have started falling towards the sun.
Yeah, we lost it.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not very convinced that the tower's gonna fall through.
Yeah, I just wish we could test out the thing. That's the best it.
We're going to.
Aren't we looking at it right there?
Not that.
Or is that the interloper behind it?
Seems loper.
That's it, surely.
Which?
That.
This thing that we're going towards. Let's go check it out. White hole seems to have no gravity of its own.
That's why it's not orbiting.
You might be very right. Oh, Guy, you're so right. I should never doubt. I'm just going to find a way in. Luckily, using oxygen as a propellant is pretty handy when you're near a thing actually full of oxygen.
True.
say, despite finding the thing is quite lacking in oxygen. There's a skull. Let's see what's on top, then go read that scroll afterwards. There's another scroll place.
Ooh.
Where was the Shrines of the Quantum Moon?
I don't know if we've seen it. Have we?
Maybe not. I'm very sad about this tower.
Mm.
I'm intrigued, it's one of these, but I haven't seen anywhere a tablet to put in it.
Mm. Could it be down on the sort of what used to be the lowest level?
Yeah, probably. Oh, that's the thought. Also could have just got detached in the process.
Is the knowledge just the shrine's gotta be on the North Pole? That seems to be the only fact.
Yeah. Oops. Let's stand on a quantum shard, maybe it'll protect us from the supernova.
Mm.
Observe the hell out of it. I see you, shard. I know your game. Everything's fine over there, don't worry about it. That's fine. It's supposed to be like that. Yeah, that's right.
I'm satisfied.
FBI certified.
FBI certified.
Alright. In that case, I think let's end the stream there. Bye, Lewis.
See you, Lewis.
Happy either buying or not buying, whichever one makes you happy. Chances are both will. It's kind of, there's joy in both.